Hello and welcome to the Thinking Couch. So I wanted to kind of relay with you a really good idea, and it was just um, kind of a movemental idea that I think people haven't really noticed that much, and it's just the authenticity of things that you think of and how pranks work, and it's just something I haven't really noticed for a long time. And it's like what makes something authentic and what makes it fake. And then like if you like for example, I had a dream about a year ago or two or three. I mean, it's been a while. But anyway, when I try to go and have dreams, most of the time, I always wish that I could replicate the person, like if it was a celebrity or someone I haven't seen, and I could replicate the person, 100% authentically, like if I could visit them, and it be actually them is what I wanted, and anyway, so, one night I had a dream, and is when I was trying to do lucid dreaming and trying to basically recreate something and go to somewhere inspirational and then have like a physical reality there and then do something and then come back and wake up. And I did, but it was something I couldn't do here. And I had a dream, and it was that. I mean, it's kind of like how Eminem, Eminem was in the dream, and um, it's supposed to be realistic, and it wasn't really him. It was a fake person. It was like I was in a car, and then I pulled up to see him, in a parking lot, because I was trying to get inspiration and see what it would be like to make a song. And I pulled up in the car, and then there's two people outside in a vehicle, and it has Eminem in it, and another person standing there. And it looked like it was him, but actually it was a prank, and it was actually a look-alike that looked like him, but it was a fake person. And I just don't I mean, if you have a look-alike of you, then it's fake. But if you look at like how easy it is to change your appearance and you can kind of seem like something else, I think it's just really cool that there could be a version of you that is like it looks like a fake you, but it's actually real, And I think that's important. And I think that just in thought, the authenticity of something, like I think it's a good statement to say that if someone tries to copy something and does it as a prank and it isn't what you thought it was, and it doesn't look like the person, but they could change their form into something that looks like the fake one, and that it'd be like really disappointing because the actual person is not there, not present, but you were pranked. I think that's kind of like something that people can now do, and they don't have to have an authentic. When the authentic is the prank because you can't originally do what you were doing. So I guess probably the best. I mean, I know this is just an abstract, kind of thing, but I think that the coolest idea about that is that, like I've made music before and I had, like, I guess, I mean, I haven't really gotten to the stage where someone will copy me, but I have kind of, and, I didn't feel like they related to me, but really they did. It was just that they copied me in such a way that it was like a fake version of me. It wasn't the original me, like, didn't sound like I made it. Like I was still working on it and made it. It sounded like someone tried to copy me and replicate me, but it was me copying me, replicating me, pranking me by telling, like by having it be a fake authentic me that was me but wasn't, kind of like when you get rickrolled or when you get trolled, and that funny, scary face is like, and it pranks you, and then that ended up being the original thing because you can prank yourself, if you were, trying to make an original you, and it could be something else like that. So I just think that's kind of cool when it comes to making something authentic, when you can make something that isn't just makeshift and make do, but actually, like, I guess the formula is like, if like the original you is like $1 million, and then this fake you is like $2 million, of price, and it's like, it would make sense to have the authentic original you be worth $1 million if you paid for it, and then the authentic you would be worth $2 million, if and it was more authentic, and then it wasn't because it was short-handed, and that doesn't make sense when it would cost more, for it. But like if you had a real you that was like $1, it probably wouldn't add up to something that would have an expense, like how the value was working. So anyway, I don't really have anything else to get out of this idea, but I just wanted to share that with you, and hope you enjoyed that. It's just a new perspective on fake things and real things, and when someone dedicates something to you and it ends up being an offset, it's kind of like warped glass. Sometimes it will not sound like you at all and won't have anything to do with you at all, but will be fully dedicated to your life, and you have to realize that that little small element of a joke was really what I meant. And then you kind of realize that, really you could have someone who has seen what you do and has dedicated their life to committing to what you did, but it could be a joke, and that it would be something that you would have thought of, but you wouldn't have noticed it because it was worth more than what you were doing, but it didn't have the origin from you. It did, so, when you think about like the sources of things and where they originate, and things seem fake and they don't seem like the real thing, think about that. I mean, if something is fake, it is probably worth more than the original, is a way you could kind of put a spin on it. So, yeah, that's all I have for that idea, and, I really don't have anything else to say about it, but, if you copy someone, I mean, just think about how, there could be other ways it could be done, and that, it's not really a valuable idea unless, you have this perspective. So, peace. Enjoy that.